Imagine unlocking the hidden secrets behind the fruits sitting in your kitchen. What if every bite held a story you've never noticed? Welcome to Relaxing Fact Studio, your sanctuary for gentle exploration and astonishing discoveries. Today, we'll peel back the layers of nature's sweetest gifts, revealing the surprising science behind ripeness, flavor, and health. From invisible gases that whisper to fruits, to the magical moment starch transforms into sugar, every fact is designed to soothe your mind while sparking curiosity. Get ready to see fruit in a way you've never imagined, and let your senses wander through nature's quiet, incredible rhythms. Every bite of fruit carries subtle activity within the body. Fiber moves gently through the digestive system, guiding other nutrients along while supporting a calm balance in the gut. Cells receive quiet nudges from naturally occurring vitamins, assisting in ongoing repair and maintenance without drawing attention to themselves. Water-rich fruits, soft and cool, contribute to hydration almost imperceptibly, helping the body maintain steady fluid levels throughout the day. Energy shifts happen gradually, not as sudden spikes, as sugars and other compounds release slowly, creating a quiet sense of consistency. Even small fruits like berries or slices of melon participate in this ongoing rhythm, interacting with the body's ways that are often overlooked. Enzymes respond in subtle, orchestrated ways, breaking down compounds just enough to allow absorption without strain. The timing of meals with fruit can gently influence alertness, while digestive processes continue their soft, continuous work. There's a quiet detail worth noticing in how the skin of a fruit often contributes additional fiber, shaping how digestion unfolds. Every seed, every segment carries a role, integrating with the body's natural pace. Hydration, nutrient support, and steady energy blend together in a calm, ongoing process that repeats with each daily serving. You might notice something here about rhythm, the way the body accommodates these natural compounds almost silently. Over time, the consistent presence of fruit becomes a subtle partner in maintaining balance, guiding digestion, hydration, and energy in a seamless, almost unnoticed harmony. Each choice, from an apple to a cluster of grapes, quietly contributes to the gentle orchestration of internal wellness, forming a rhythm that supports the body without interruption.
Sugars in whole fruits behave differently than the refined types often found in processed foods. Encased in natural fiber, the sweetness moves slowly through the digestive system, giving the body time to respond without abrupt spikes. The fiber acts as a gentle regulator, softening the pace at which sugar enters the bloodstream. This allows energy to release steadily, creating a quiet, balanced effect that rarely triggers sudden insulin responses. You might notice something subtle here. Biting into a ripe peach or a handful of berries engages not just taste, but a gentle metabolic rhythm where sugars and fibers work together almost invisibly. Unlike candies or syrups, these sugars come with vitamins, minerals, and water that further ease digestion and support cellular processes. There's a quiet detail worth noticing in how the structure of each fruit, its skin, pulp, and seeds, affects the absorption, slowing it down in ways that the body interprets differently from added sugar. This slow release helps maintain consistent energy levels and contributes to a sense of fullness, subtly influencing appetite. Many misconceptions arise from labeling fruit sugar as harmful, though its interaction with the body is measured and gradual. Daily servings fit naturally into a balanced diet, supporting metabolism without abrupt effects. Even small changes, like selecting fruits with slightly higher fiber content, can create noticeable differences in how the body experiences sweetness. Over time, this measured process encourages steadier energy, smoother digestion, and a more nuanced understanding of natural sugars. Each bite is part of a quiet conversation between the food and the body, where sweetness and fiber collaborate in a calm, regulated exchange that rarely overwhelms and often goes unnoticed.
Ethylene drifts quietly through the air around fruit, a nearly invisible signal that initiates a slow, deliberate transformation. Even a tiny amount can trigger ripening, as if each fruit listens carefully to its neighbors. Inside, genes respond subtly, shifting the balance of enzymes that soften textures and release sugars. You might notice something here in a cluster of apples or tomatoes sitting together. The change begins at a whisper, spreading in a gentle cascade from one fruit to another. Environmental conditions play their part too. Warmth can accelerate the gas's effect, while cooler air slows it down, creating a natural rhythm that aligns with the seasons. Light and humidity, almost imperceptible, influence how quickly cells respond, shaping the pace of sweetness and aroma. There's a quiet detail worth noticing in how tightly the gas interacts with the fruit's own chemistry, nudging it toward peak ripeness without sudden shifts. The process blends softness with color change, subtle fragrance with shifting flavor, a complex dialogue carried by an invisible messenger. Even storage techniques like careful spacing or controlled temperature alter the flow of ethylene, letting some fruits linger longer while others reach their peak more quickly. It's a delicate balance, almost meditative in its precision, where nature orchestrates timing and transformation with invisible hands. Watching fruit transition quietly, you can imagine the gas moving unseen, triggering microscopic responses that eventually shape texture, sweetness, and aroma. Each breath of ethylene connects one fruit to another, a subtle current guiding ripeness in a continuous, harmonious rhythm that's easy to overlook but quietly essential to the experience of fresh fruit. Climacteric fruits, like bananas and tomatoes, continue to ripen after being picked, their cells breathing steadily as respiration rates rise and enzymes quietly reshape texture and flavor. You might notice something subtle here. The flesh softens slowly, sugars become more pronounced, and aromas begin to deepen, all guided by internal biochemical rhythms. Non-climacteric fruits, such as grapes or cherries, follow a different path. Once harvested, their development halts almost immediately, leaving firmness and acidity largely unchanged. There's a quiet detail worth noticing in how these internal enzyme systems orchestrate texture changes, activating only when the fruit's biology allows.
Temperature and handling subtly influence the pace for climacteric varieties, while non-climacteric fruits are more sensitive to environmental stress, often losing moisture or flavor if not stored carefully. Even within a single basket, you can observe differences in ripening speed as neighboring fruits interact through minor chemical cues, yet each maintains its inherent program. Respiration, measured in quiet exchanges of oxygen and carbon dioxide, drives internal processes that determine softness, juiciness, and aroma intensity. In climacteric fruits, these processes unfold gradually, offering a narrow window of optimal freshness, while in non-climacteric types, firmness remains predictable, a steady contrast. Light, humidity, and airflow gently influence the final outcome, nudging enzymes to work more efficiently or slowing them just enough to extend freshness. Watching this interplay, it's interesting to consider how biology quietly dictates the experience of eating fruit. The way some fruits yield gently, while others retain resilience, is a subtle choreography of cells, enzymes, and respiration rates, unfolding naturally and almost imperceptibly after harvest.
Amylase enzymes begin their quiet work as fruit approaches ripeness, gently breaking down dense starch molecules into simpler sugars. You might notice something subtle here. The flesh softens gradually, and sweetness rises almost imperceptibly at first, then more rapidly as peak ripeness nears. Metabolic activity shifts internally, with cells redirecting energy toward sugar accumulation and aroma development, creating a delicate balance between texture, flavor, and fragrance. In a banana or a mango, the transformation unfolds in a narrow window where starch reserves give way to sugar molecules, and the taste becomes noticeably sweeter within days or even hours. There's a quiet detail worth noticing in how these enzymatic reactions connect directly to flavor. As sugars increase, acids and aromatic compounds also evolve, harmonizing to produce the familiar richness of ripe fruit. The process is influenced by temperature and humidity, yet it follows a precise biological rhythm, orchestrated within each cell. You can imagine slicing into a peach or a pear and sensing how the balance has shifted, the gentle sweetness now emerging from previously firm, starchy flesh. The speed of conversion varies subtly between varieties, yet the pattern remains consistent. Starch diminishes, sugar intensifies, and flavor deepens. Each bite carries the result of this quiet chemical choreography, where metabolic shifts and enzyme activity converge to create a taste that feels effortless and natural. It's worth pausing on that idea for a moment. The way a fruit's internal chemistry slowly reshapes texture and flavor, culminating in a sweetness that signals both readiness and complexity. The transformation from starch to sugar is subtle, continuous, and quietly essential to the experience of eating ripe fruit.
Temperature quietly dictates how long fruit remains at its peak, with even slight warmth accelerating ripening and softening. You might notice something subtle here when peaches or berries sit near a heat source. Their metabolism shifts, sugars develop faster, and textures soften more quickly than intended. Storing high ethylene fruits, such as apples or bananas, alongside more sensitive varieties can quietly hasten deterioration as the gas spreads and triggers premature ripening. There's a quiet detail worth noticing in how spacing and airflow influence this process. Stacked or tightly packed fruit limits circulation, allowing moisture to build and surfaces to soften unevenly. Humidity, too, plays a gentle but significant role, as overly dry air dehydrates flesh, while excessive moisture encourages mold growth or decay. Even in a refrigerator, common mistakes can subtly reduce freshness. Placing fruit near vents can chill unevenly, while keeping them sealed in airtight containers may trap moisture and speed softening. Each type of fruit has a preferred balance of temperature and airflow, an almost meditative rhythm that, when disrupted, quietly undermines quality. Small adjustments, like separating ethylene-producing fruits or using breathable storage bags, allow these natural processes to unfold more slowly, preserving texture and flavor. You can imagine opening a drawer of carefully stored apples or grapes and noticing how firmness and aroma remain intact longer than expected. Over time, these subtle factors, temperature, gas interaction, airflow, and moisture, combine to shape the lifespan of fruit, influencing both taste and texture in ways that often go unnoticed. Attending to these quiet details allows fruit to maintain its natural rhythm, extending freshness gently and almost imperceptibly.
Seedless fruits often begin with triploid plants carrying 3 sets of chromosomes that quietly prevent them from producing viable seeds. You might notice something subtle here in the texture and structure. Without seeds, the fruit often feels smoother, and cells develop in slightly different patterns than in traditional varieties. Controlled breeding carefully guides these plants, replacing natural reproduction cycles with a quiet, ongoing management that ensures fruit continues to form. External pollination triggers, such as insects or manual techniques, gently encourage flowering and fruit set, even though seeds will not fully develop. There's a quiet detail worth noticing in how human intervention maintains this balance. Each harvest depends on consistent monitoring, environmental adjustments, and selective cultivation. Unlike conventional fruits that propagate naturally, seedless varieties rely on repeated planting of cloned or carefully managed stock, creating a cycle that must be maintained season after season. Temperature, soil conditions, and timing subtly influence development, shaping size, sweetness, and texture in ways that feel almost imperceptible to casual observation. Even small shifts in environmental conditions can alter the fruit's final quality, making careful oversight essential. You might see clusters of seedless grapes or watermelons and imagine their silent dependence on these unseen processes. Each blossom responds to gentle cues, while the internal chemistry ensures sweetness, firmness, and juiciness develop despite the absence of seeds. Over time, this cultivation process forms a quiet partnership between human care and plant biology, where attention to detail preserves the desired characteristics. The result is a fruit that carries natural flavor and texture
while relying on a subtle, continuous cycle of management, intervention, and environmental harmony to thrive season after season. Pigments quietly shape the way fruits communicate with the world. Their reds, oranges, and deep purples carrying subtle messages about ripeness and nutritional content. Anthocyanins create shades that range from soft crimson to almost violet, while carotenoids produce warm golds and oranges, each signaling a readiness to be eaten. You might notice something here in a cluster of berries or a bowl of oranges. Color conveys information before texture or aroma is even considered. There's a quiet detail worth noticing in how contrast helps fruits stand out against leaves or soil, catching the eye of animals and humans alike, guiding choices with gentle precision. Ripeness often corresponds with nutritional shifts as sugars, vitamins, and antioxidants increase alongside pigment intensity, creating a natural alignment between visual cues and the body's subtle recognition of energy and nutrient value. Something subtle happens here as evolution links perception and preference. Eyes and brain interpret color, guiding selection towards fruits that are both safe and nourishing. Light conditions, shadows, and surrounding colors all influence perception, creating a delicate balance in natural environments. Even small variations in hue or saturation can affect which fruit is chosen first, shaping feeding patterns without overt pressure. The combination of color, contrast, and chemical readiness forms a quiet dialogue between plant and eater, each responding to signals that have developed over generations. Observing a ripe apple gleaming in sunlight or a deep purple grape cluster, it's interesting to consider how color alone directs choice, encouraging the selection of optimal nutrition. This interplay of pigments, perception, and evolutionary strategy quietly orchestrates the way fruit is experienced, influencing appetite and preference with subtle, natural cues that unfold almost imperceptibly. Texture shifts gently as fruit ripens, each cell softening at a quiet, steady pace, while aromas begin to unfold, subtle at first, then more pronounced. You might notice something here in a peach or a tomato. As sweetness rises, acidity softens, and volatile compounds drift softly, creating a complex, layered scent that hints at flavor yet to be fully experienced. Chemical changes happen internally, with sugars, acids, and aromatic molecules interacting in ways that influence perception almost imperceptibly. There's a quiet detail worth noticing in how these transformations align. Flavor, texture, and scent evolve together, each signaling readiness, yet peak freshness arrives in a narrow, dynamic window. Small differences in timing, harvest, storage, or even a day spent on a kitchen counter can subtly alter taste, juiciness, and mouthfeel. Something subtle happens here as enzymes continue to adjust starches, break down acids, and release aromatic compounds, shaping the overall experience of the fruit. Even the smallest variations in ripeness create discernible differences in perception, guiding choices without conscious thought. Light, temperature, and gentle handling all influence this unfolding rhythm, allowing peak flavors to develop fully or fade unnoticed. You might imagine biting into a perfectly ripened grape or a soft, fragrant mango, sensing the balance of sweetness, acidity, and aroma in a fleeting moment. Over time, this hidden system quietly orchestrates how fruit is experienced, connecting internal chemistry with sensory perception. The interplay of ripeness, taste, and freshness forms a delicate, almost imperceptible dialogue where timing shapes every bite and the full richness of the fruit emerges only when these subtle processes align in harmony.
Thank you for taking this quiet journey through the hidden world of fruits with Relaxing Facts Studio. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider joining our community so you never miss a moment of calm discovery. Sharing this episode on your social media helps others enjoy these gentle insights, while a simple like supports the video and allows it to reach more curious minds. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment about what stood out, what surprised you, or ideas sparked by this episode. Your support quietly fuels the channel, helping it grow, thrive, and continue bringing these soothing, informative stories to life.